in the UK, things are fast. If you order something from a company and it delays, you can complain and get a bit of a discount. You know, I feel like we're spoiled in the UK. Being in Ghana now, like we're spoiled in the UK. No one's in a rush in Ghana. You are in a rush.
Yes.
You're desperately in a rush, but no one cares.
They don't.
No one cares, and they'll tell you to calm down. Hi, I'm Sarah Boadu. I am a luxury fashion designer. I create special occasion and bridal wear, and I moved to Ghana in September 2021.
Hey guys, it's again Miss Drew, your hostess with the mostest, and of course I am back again with yet another video. Now it's been a while actually since I've done videos like this. If you guys remember, real guys, you know that we had Roots, where we talk to people who are Ghanaian but just don't sound Ghanaian, like myself. I live in Ghana. Now today I'm with a very special lady. My girls from watching already know I have been stalking Sarah for the longest. Like from when I was in London. If you want to go through my phone, you will see I've already said that Sarah is making my wedding dress, and then I find out that she came to Ghana. Then I find out that she actually goes to my church, and I said, Lord, this is walking in alignment, is happening.
Amen.
And now I am next to her. Guys, welcome the very own Sarah Boadu.
Thank you.
Welcome. Let me do another official welcome to Ghana, even though it's been some time.
Yeah, it's been a year now.
So tell us a little bit about you, what you do, and yes.
Okay, so my name is Sarah Boadu. I am not going to say my age. I have a husband and 3 kids. I have 3 girls. I'll say their ages. They are 6, 8, and 4.
Aww.
And yes, I recently moved with my family to Ghana in 2021, September 2021.
Wow.
So we've been here for a year and a month, over a month, nearly 2 months.
Oh my goodness. We're gonna get into that whole experience real soon. So firstly, let's talk about London. What were you doing in London? In the UK?
So I was making dresses. Mm-hmm. So I had my business in London. I was making dresses, making special occasion and bridal wear. And yes, I was doing my business. I had obviously looking after the kids and just living life.
How long have you been making dresses for? Wow.
17 years.
Whoa! I even just got goosebumps. 17.
17
This
years.
is somebody dedicated
I now
to the
can't
cause.
say the age I started, but yeah, 17 years.
Dedicated to the cause. What made you even get into, like, I need to know the story. What made you get into dresses in the first place? So, and special occasion ones, because...
Yeah, so all my dad's sisters can sew.
Okay.
Like every single one of his sisters. My dad can sew, actually. It's my dad's sewing machine that I started on. And it was when we chose GCSEs in year 10.
Yeah.
And I chose textiles. I don't know why I chose textiles. And then all my friends were on graphics. So I was like, actually, can we change that? Can I do graphics? And graphics was full. They actually had 2 classes for graphics. It was full. I couldn't change it. But that was God. I then made a top. I should have bought the top.
Oh,
should have bought the top. But I then made a top, and I was like, it was an awful top. But at the time, it was like, oh, I made this top. I hand beaded it and stuff. And then I just thought, I love this craft. I want to do this for the rest of my life. And that was it.
Just like that?
That was it, from GCSEs. Yeah,
wow. Okay, so Sarah actually knew what it was that she wanted to do from then. I like that. I like that. Okay, 17 years in the game. You were obviously, I would say, thriving in the UK because it's only, if you see a dress, you're just like, well, who made it? It's obvious it's the SB, sorry, like, come on. And you'll just be scrolling like, one day, like, one day. So then, what then made you move and come to Ghana? Like, where did this come from? Because you were living your life in the UK.
So Ghana was actually, so my husband wanted to move since 2018.
Wow.
He came to Ghana and was like, let's move to Ghana. And he's less Ghanaian than I am. He'll hate the fact that I said that. But like, I can speak the language fluently. Like, I'm more into the culture and stuff. He loves the culture. I know about the culture. So that's kind of the difference between us. But he was just, suddenly he just came home and he was like, he wants us to do Ghana. He wants us to move to Ghana. And I'm like, why? No. I was like, no, God hasn't said it. We're not doing it. I don't see it. I'm not sure what vision you're seeing. If God wants us to move, he'll tell me as well. So it was just all very, so he started saying in 2018, And I was like, for years, I was like, no. It caused contention in our household because he was like, I believe it. And I said, do you not know? And in 2020, I was like, let me be the submissive wife. Lord, I repent. And then one day, he was asleep about 2 a.m. and God was like, book tickets for Ghana. Yeah, but just book. So my thing was, we're going to book and just come and live. So we weren't going to come and be on holiday. Yes. We were going to come and live the life, like drive around, like all of that kind of stuff. So I booked the tickets. This was 2020. Yep. So we were supposed to come April 2020. COVID happened.
Oh gosh.
So we didn't come. So I was like, Lord, I tried. I was like, Lord, I tried. So then we're going to come October 2020 for a wedding because it was going to be in line, and then our friend changed it to February. So then came February 2021, and it was clear that we were moving.
This is it.
So that was last year, February. It was clear that we were, like, God was obviously telling us. We just felt the pull. I didn't want to, but I knew God was saying we should.
Yes.
I'll be honest, I'm not going to be like, yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
God was telling us to move. So that was lit. So then we said, okay, when are we going to move? Prayed about it, September
Boom.
of 2021.
Eesh.
Packed up our stuff and left.
And that's it. That's it. You haven't, well, you've gone back to visit, but you haven't thought, okay, let me change the question. So now, how's it been?
Amazing! Why didn't we do this sooner? Like, honestly, the first 3 months were really hard. And I'm so honest about that. First 3 months, I was like, why are we here? Mm-hmm. I remember just playing God Will Work It Out, Maverick City.
Yes.
Playing that again, because every time I pray, God would be like, don't complain.
Oh my gosh.
Like, okay. So I literally just like that, sometimes in tears, like, why are we here? Everything that could have gone wrong felt like it went wrong. The house we were supposed to move into, on the day we were flying out, we were told it's not ready. We were meant to go and see the house. Ceiling of the house is not done. Kitchen is not, like, it just was not done at all. Yeah, it was a lot. And then we stayed at my brother's house. Water stopped working.
Oh no, well,
Welcome to Ghana. Light off was like every hour.
Oh my God.
And they were like, guys, we haven't had light off this bad in so long. And I was like, yeah. It literally felt like a Jonah moment. Even though we weren't being disobedient, but it felt like because we were there, everything was going wrong in the house. God really got us ready for Ghana. But the first 3 months was like really hard. Yeah. And I wasn't working, so I literally stopped everything because I wanted to settle the family in because David was working, my husband David was working. Yeah, the first 3 months I did nothing. Absolutely nothing, just family, which is a lot, but it felt still, like, and I need to work. Yes. With all due respect to my family, love them dearly, but I can't, I'm not housewife material, I'm being honest.
You need to let the creative juices continue.
Exactly, so I just felt really, why are we here? Yeah, but now I'm like,
now you're like, you're so happy.
God's ways are truly higher.
Honestly.
I never would have chosen Ghana, but I'm so glad God was like, you guys move.
So let's talk a little bit more about the highlights and the challenges. What would you say has been the biggest challenge you coming from the UK to Ghana? I guess you're blessed because you can speak the language.
Yes.
But then how has it been in terms of making friends, in terms of getting your way around, in terms of locals probably saying you're not Ghanaian, you're from abroad.
Yeah.
How's that been?
Where do I even start? So I think the biggest challenge is how different the cultures are. So in the UK, things are fast. If you order something from a company and it delays, you can complain and get a bit of a discount. You know, I feel like we're spoiled in the UK. Being in Ghana now, like we're spoiled in the UK. No one's in a rush in Ghana. You are in a rush.
Yes.
You're desperately in a rush. But no one cares. No one cares. And they'll tell you to calm down. So Ghana's taught me patience. And I didn't realize how impatient I was until I came to Ghana. Because they will tell you it's coming in an hour. It's coming the next day.
Yeah.
And you're calling them, they're not answering the phone. And they have the brazenness not to answer the phone, but to be online on WhatsApp. And you're sending messages and they're not responding. Yes. So I think the culture of just relax. I think Ghana is everyone's chilled. Everyone's relaxed. Or most people, should I say, are chilled and relaxed. You can't rush. Be patient.
That's it.
If you need it today, if you need it tomorrow, order it today.
Yeah.
Like it's just that I've just learned that it might come, it might not. Like I have to be chilled. And it's taught me to be organized as well. I can't let things run out upstairs, like in the workroom. Things cannot run out because we might order it and it might turn up, it might not. It just, but I'm also finding systems. I love my dispatch riders.
Yeah.
We don't have that in the UK, or if we do, it's very expensive.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been nice. But I think the biggest challenge has been how different the cultures are. I've realized that I have to slow down how I speak because they get offended. They think I'm shouting at them. They think I'm, being aggressive, which I think people in the UK probably thought I was being aggressive as well. But more so in Ghana, like it's very different. I've had to adapt how I am and just calm down and just relax and not get worked up.
Definitely.
Not put my happiness into the hands of other people.
Do not allow them to control your emotions.
No.
Definitely. No. I feel like I even probably said it to you when I first came. I was like, Ghana has showed me patience, which I didn't think I was an impatient person. Drew, I did not think I was an impatient person until I came in and showed me that, you fall, calm down.
No, calm down. Just calm down.
It will come. When they say soon, just know it could be next week, next year, tomorrow, or the next hour. But just be like, okay. So I like that what you said. Be organized. That one, it really does help.
Forced me to be, because if
organized.
not, then Ghana's taught me, what's that scripture? Be ready in and out of season. Like Ghana's taught me to be prepared. If we get like a last minute dress order and I don't have interfacing, which is something we use to sew everything, then I'm screwed. So I can't let that run out. We always have to have like batches and batches and batches, because if we order it, it might not come as well. So yeah, Ghana will force you to be organized.
Oh my gosh. And then let's say your highlights. What's one thing that you love the most?
It's so crazy, but it's the people.
Oh.
Even though the people are the ones that frustrate me. But Ghana is, I call Ghana happy yourself. Like everyone's just happy and nothing really stresses. If you go on like Ghana Twitter as an example, like people,
oh my gosh.
Serious things are going on in this country.
And they're making jokes.
They're making jokes. Yeah. Like Ghana's just, you can't be upset. If you are upset, just drive down to like, I don't know, Crown Mall or something. You'll just see someone happy in themselves. And people might not have like the most money or whatever, but they make happiness out of everything. I've literally seen kids who might be less fortunate than your average child in Ghana, and they're playing with like tin cans, or they're playing with, and they're living their best lives. It's really changed my mindset that I know material things aren't what we need, but Ghana's really shown me that you just happy yourself.
It's
like
important.
Happy yourself.
It is. It really is. Oh. So now you're in Ghana. Yes. Now we have SB Sarah Boadu in Ghana. Yes. Tell us a little bit about what you are now doing, because you have established yourself, which I will say in Ghana. I mean, look guys, we are in her beautiful shop. Okay, like branded. Okay, it's even an honor to be here in these white walls. Thank you. So tell us, what do we have in store?
So SB by Sarah Boadu is coming out. This first time I'm talking about it like off. I spoke about it on Instagram, but not properly.
Yeah.
So yeah, SB by, I'm doing ready to wear because everyone is asking for ready to wear. I've been talking about it for years, but now just being in Ghana, it's happening. We're gonna make it happen. So we're doing SB by Sarah Boadu, which is a more affordable, Sarah Boadu, because the custom side is custom, it's luxury. I'm not gonna lower my prices. Even though people have asked, I'm not going to. It's probably gonna get higher for next year.
Oh my gosh.
But with the ready to wear stuff, I just feel your everyday women, like what I'm wearing today is something that we were testing out for SB by Sarah Boadu. I just want it to be accessible to everyone. I want, every woman to be able to wear Sarah Boadu. People will probably still complain about the price, but that's just life. No, and I also feel like that's a bit of our culture as well in Ghana, that even if it was 30 cedis, people would still say,
you want to bring it down.
Yeah, it's too expensive. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. I'm excited about just being a bit more free. So I find Sarah Boadu is quite serious. It's quite like the luxury custom woman. But with SB by Sarah Boadu, I'm having fun. Like it's the free stuff, it's the glamorous casual stuff, statement pieces.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh,
yeah, that's really exciting. Yeah.
Opening a business in Ghana, how was that? Was it like challenging, or did it go smooth sailing the way you wanted it to go?
Yeah, so I think I had the advantage of the business just transitioning to another country. So I'd already built the brand and everything else in the UK. I think the difficulty is getting stuff. So I'm still having to send a lot of things from, even down to needles. Respectfully, I don't like the Ghanaian sewing machine needles. So I'm having to bring that from the UK. My zips are from the UK.
Gosh.
There are a lot of things I'm having to bring from the UK just because I haven't found the same standard here in Ghana. In terms of setting up the business, I have the advantage of my sister works in government. So I asked her a lot of questions and she helped me a lot to do stuff. Business bank account, oh gosh, yeah, I feel like there's still things I didn't need to do. So there was one day we were here and some guys came from Iowa West. I probably said that wrong. But they came from there and said that we needed a permit. We don't have a permit.
Oh, wow.
I then had a bill of 1,089 cedis that I suddenly had to pay. And then every time they came, I wasn't here. So one of the days he came and I was like, oh, you know, I will do it. Can you come back tomorrow? He was like, okay, maybe, but just make sure the money's there ready. They came and I said, okay, so just out of interest, if I didn't pay this money, what would have happened? They would have locked up.
Eish, and then probably written like, please move by whatever. Oh,
produce permit, you know, the red mark that they put on my white walls outside. Yeah, so he said that they wouldn't have done that first of all, but they would have put a padlock like to stop me from getting in until I've made that payment. Yeah, so things like that, which I didn't know about that, even though I did have my sister telling me stuff. And I think I had tried to call, because she did tell me about the payment, and I tried to call, but the number wasn't going through. So, you know, literally just had these guys turn up, which was a bit scary actually, but they were lovely, they were nice, but it was like,
what is this?
It kind of felt like bailiffs in the UK.
Oh my goodness.
You know, like, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So that was probably the biggest thing. And then what else? People not really understanding by appointment only. Apparently that's not a thing in Ghana. I've learned that the hard way. Sometimes people just walk in. Sometimes I'm down here just maybe having a client conversation and someone just tries to walk in. So I've had to adjust to that as well. And I've had to understand that, do you know what? It's a different culture. That UK in it lifestyle that we have, it doesn't really work in Ghana. So I've had to make adjustments. I've had to make adjustments.
So how often do you go back to the UK, or are you literally just like, no, I'm really good, I'm settled, I'm not really missing London anymore, like this is actually home?
This is a really dangerous question. I'm gonna get in trouble for this answer. But yeah, God, the UK is not it anymore. For me, personally, it's just not. I went in July for a month. Well, I was there for 3 weeks and I was in America for a week. But no.
It felt different.
I was
like I told you, once you maybe eat maybe the snacks or something that you haven't seen, or you maybe, you know, as is easy to go, it's just like, okay, I'm done now. Like, and every time I say it to my girls, they're just like, yeah, but you were born here. Yeah, I know, but I've evolved now.
Yeah, no, you do.
From the caterpillar to the butterfly.
Literally. Yes, the caterpillar to the butterfly. We're living our best butterfly life. Yeah, I love that you said that. But yeah, it's very, I think when I went back, I realized how much I've changed as a person being in Ghana. And the things that I thought I needed things to be quick. I'm actually quite enjoying the fact that I'm chilled. I think I'm more of a chilled person now. I definitely miss my kettle chips and my walkers. I miss Aldi.
God.
I definitely miss Aldi. Max Mart's just not doing it. I definitely miss Aldi. I miss Aldi prices.
Come on.
But then we can ship stuff.
Exactly.
So again, you just adjust. Like it's not
best of both worlds.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get salmon. If anyone knows where I can find salmon in Ghana, please let me know. I'm not gonna get my salmon slices. Max Mart for like 100 cedis per slice.
No.
Sorry, Max Mart. This is bad marketing. But yeah, the things that I thought I need, even Nando's.
I know, Nando's. It didn't taste the same. I was like,
Yeah, I was
okay,
like,
actually.
I remember when we first moved, when David went to London the first time, I actually got him to bring me Nando's. Yeah, I actually
all the way.
Separate the salads, all of that. And it came cold, because you know, when it goes under it's cold. So it came and I put it in the halogen oven.
Yeah.
And that was nice, because that was a luxury. But when I went back and I had it myself, I only had Nando's twice. And that's a big deal for me.
Oh my
because
gosh.
I would have Nando's, like, Nando's was my thing. You know, people order takeaway and Nando's was what I would order. But I was just like,
no.
Actually, I think I had Nando's once. I had it once. Once in the restaurant. No, twice. Once in the restaurant, and then we did a takeaway. But
so if someone was to offer you 10 million to be like, do you know what, Sarah, $10 million right now, let's say dollars, that's the higher, whatever. You know. And they're like, okay, we're sending that to you to move back and do whatever you want in the UK.
It's gonna sound really cocky. I'll make the 10 million here.
Yes! It's not cocky, it's guys, she knows her worth.
Yeah.
You can do it.
I'll make it here.
You can do it.
I think there's no amount of money, and let me just clarify, for me personally, let me just make this clear, because some people also can't do the Ghana lifestyle. I've spoken to some people and they absolutely hate Ghana.
Can't do it, yeah.
And it's preference and it's personal preference. But I think my family is so much, we're better here. We're just better. I get to see my girls so much more here. I get help around the house and I'm not paying an arm and a leg for it.
Yes.
I mean, it's expensive in cities, but it's not expensive, you know, when you do the conversion. I just think, no.
It's good. I love it. Okay, guys, you are getting to know another side of Sarah that not everybody gets to see, because, you know, this is the first of many interviews, because remember, she's about to be she already is a big deal, actually.
Amen.
She is a big deal, but if they don't hear from Miss Drew, it's not true. And I got here first because I've been waiting for this interview for a long time. She knows. So let's talk a little bit about you being British, but now in Ghana. How has that been? Because like I said, a lot of people, they see me, we are Ghanaian. Well, I am Ghanaian, but to them it's like, oh, the UK girl, UK for.
Yeah.
How have you adapted to that being like, because when you're in the UK, you're not British, you're Ghanaian.
No.
And now when you're in Ghana, you're not Ghanaian, you're
British, yeah.
So how have you,
I think you said this earlier, I have the advantage of being able to speak Tree. So that has helped a lot, but even then, they know that my Tree is not
different.
They just know, I will speak to them in Tree, they'll respond in English. Can you imagine? Yeah. So it's very, and I don't think my Tree's, I didn't think it was bad until I moved to Ghana. I think I've accepted that I'm never going to be a local, and I'm okay with that. But I also try to adapt. I don't want to be British in Ghana.
Yes.
I want to be Ghanaian.
Yes.
Even though I don't eat Ghanaian food, but I do want to be.
So we need to rewind back to that in a second. Please continue.
But I've accepted that the cult, but I try to blend in. So I'm trying to. Obviously, there are things that I actually want to go on a trotro in December. I want to do it. Have you done it?
I've done it before.
I want to do it. I really want to do it. My girls are like, don't do it. You're going to hate it. But I want to do it.
Do it for the experience.
Yes, for the experience.
The way of life.
Yeah, no, I will do it for the experience. Because I think I love Ghana. I really, really do love Ghana.
This is good.
But it's sad that I will never be fully Ghanaian.
In Ghana.
Even if I put on a Ghanaian accent with my English.
Yes.
It's still very, sometimes I go places, and I've also learned to pick and choose when I speak English, when I speak Tree. So I'll go to some places and sometimes I won't even talk. I want them to talk about me in Tree. Please talk about me in Tree. So I can respond when I'm leaving in Tree, for you to know. I hear people say it all the time. And they say nice things. They don't say bad things yet. I haven't yet had anyone say anything bad, but it'll be like, oh, no bag near food, or oh, hey, Nitiri near food, or something, thinking that I don't know what they're saying. But I'm waiting for that one gossiper.
Eesh.
I want it
to be like, mommy.
Yeah, or Tren or something like that. And I'll be like, oh, any bye you, like when I'm leaving. But yeah, it hasn't happened yet. But yeah, I just think I'm never going to be that local Ghanaian.
And you've accepted that.
It's sad, but I have accepted it.
I like the way that you've accepted it. I mean, for me, like the benefit that you have is that you speak the Tree. Unfortunately, I've been learning, I've gone to Tree school, and when I went to the Tree school, they weren't teaching me what the streets are saying. You're teaching me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'm like, the lady in the market is not saying Happy Tuesday to me. She's not Emanada. She's not doing that. But it literally just like, well, you just have to find a way. Like you said, there's some places you just don't speak. Some people just be like, turbo wine.
No.
Just some places, but you're doing well.
Yeah, and even that, I find that when you do say the small phrases here and there, there's a way their face lights up.
Yeah, like she's trying.
Yeah.
At least, yes, she is one of us.
I think one of the bad perceptions, they have many, but one of the bad perceptions they have of us in it people is that we try to separate ourselves. And we want to keep ourselves to ourselves. Yeah, I think when you do speak Tree, or when you do at least show some kind of effort, or they see that you're not stuck up, something dropped on the floor, you didn't expect them to pick it up. It's those little things here and there. I found that it just makes, like when I have workers come to the house, I offer them water.
Yes.
If they come to fix something, and I'll offer them water, and I can see the shock and I think it's quite sad, but there is a bit of a shock because they don't expect us to be nice.
That hospital, I know.
They don't expect us to be nice.
And please take that mentality out. There are some nice people. Maybe you might have had a bad experience, but we're not all like that.
No, we're not. We're really, really not. We're not. We're definitely not.
So before we close, I mean, you said something a little bit shocking. I was going to ask you, what is your favorite Ghanaian food? Don't come and tell me jollof. What is it?
To be fair, it's wache.
Okay.
Which isn't bad.
Which isn't that bad.
It would have been kelewele, like this time last year. But it's wache. Yeah, no.
So you don't eat Ghanaian food? Why?
Drew, this is really bad for my reputation.
Tell me.
I don't like it.
What do you mean? Wait, when you were in London, were you eating it? No. Okay.
Do you know, I think my mum overdid it when I was a child. I'm blaming my mum.
She was getting
blaming my mum.
Sandwiches with the crust cut off.
No, it's not. She was giving me too much Ghanaian food. I used to love fufu as a child. As a child, I loved fufu. But I just think, like you won't find me yam. Whether it's fried or boiled, nope. I won't eat it. I won't touch it. Yeah.
So now that you're in Ghana, I mean, you go to a lot of these. Well, I guess Ghana's definitely evolved because there's so many different restaurants. So in terms of local restaurants where there's always jollof, yam and contemporary,
yeah,
yam and
but I like
garden
jollof.
eggs.
I'll just go and eat the jollof.
So what do you make at home?
So no, they have no. To be fair, we do eat Ghanaian food at home.
But you don't eat it.
No.
That's fine.
My girls are very different to me. My girls and David. Listen, David is Ghanaian food to the T.
Wow.
My girls are Ghanaian food to the T. My daughter will ask for muto for lunch.
Wow.
Like, very, very Ghanaian. Just me, no.
But if you say you've been eating it too much, it makes sense.
I think as a child, that's the only thing I can think of. Because as a child, I was asking for the light soup. I used to call it ginger soup. I was asking for all of that. Yeah, yam. No.
She's like, no, that's okay.
Yeah.
You're forgiven.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right. Now, before we close, people who are in the UK, would you, or anybody that is thinking of maybe coming to Ghana, or maybe they have a different perception of Ghana, what would be your little 2 cents, your little bit of advice to those who are in the diaspora wanting to come to Ghana?
Come to Ghana and don't bring where you're coming from with you.
Oh, yes.
Just know that you're in a different place.
Yes.
All of my frustrations were because I was trying to make Ghana England. So the things that, but in England we do this, but in England we do that. The first 3 months, I think that's why I struggled a lot, because it was like, but I could have just called this, or I don't know. The small frustrations I had of not getting things quick, or calling a company because they haven't delivered the right thing, and they're not arguing with me down the phone, telling me that it was me that made the mistake, and I send them screenshots of message. You know, that whole thing. In the UK, they apologize. Customers always right. In the
Literally,
UK.
always.
Here, they're ever going to tell you about yourself, and they don't care about it. They don't care if you're coming back tomorrow or not. I think just if you're going to come to Ghana, come to Ghana, and just don't try and make it the UK. Don't try and make it America. Find out what Ghana is. Find out how it works in Ghana.
Yes.
And act accordingly.
And do as the Ghanaians do, but wisely.
Absolutely. Just put your own spin on it, fine, but don't. It will frustrate you. It's just not the UK and it's not America.
That's it.
It's just not.
It's Ghana.
It's Ghana.
It's Ghana.
It's Ghana. And love Ghana for what it is.
Yes.
Don't try and, that's like someone coming into my house and telling me, oh, your TV's in the wrong place, or oh, why do you leave the shoes there, or shouldn't you really shift the chair a little bit? Can't do that in my house. Can't do that in someone's country.
That's it.
Yeah, just come and embrace Ghana for what it is.
Oh, guys, you heard it from the one and only Sarah Boadu herself. She has spoken. It's been a great time. I'm so happy that we're able to have this conversation. Yeah. God is good all the time. Amen. So yes, where can we follow you on your journey and, order SB by Sarah?
Yes, please. So you can follow me on @Sarah Boadu, which is my business page, @Mrs. Bordu, which is my personal page, and then @SB by Sarah Boadu, which is our ready to wear page. And I'm so excited.
And they ship worldwide, okay?
We do ship worldwide.
We're in Ghana, but they ship worldwide.
Yep, and we use DHL.
Love it.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. It's of course another, I'm going to say this is Roots, so let's call it Roots again. So another episode of Roots is again with Ms. Drew, your host of Moses, and I'll see you in another video. Stay blessed.